Taylor just looked very disappointed when he came in here, sort of disgusted with the defensive effort and the lack of intensity. Is that pretty much?
Yeah, well, we just didn't guard him the last 10 minutes of the game. I mean, you know, the focus just, you know, was there, wasn't there. What was there, wasn't there. You know, the first half we were playing pretty well offensively, had a pretty good flow. Subbed a little bit, some guys, and then we let them get, you know, two or three transition baskets, boom, 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 right in a row. And then, you know, we didn't score the last 7 minutes of the first half. That's huge. And we come out second half, play low energy, do some things, get a lead, and then defensively we were just the last 7-8 minutes we didn't stop them. We just didn't stop them. And we made some really bad decisions offensively, which led to some baskets down the other end.
Taylor wasn't looking for Jeff's absence as an excuse. It doesn't sound like you are either. But the impact, moving the guys up the bench and his defensive impact, his scoring, you guys obviously missed all that.
Well, yeah. I'm not going to. We miss it, but we scored enough points to win. You know, that wasn't a problem. It was defensively. You got to guard them, and they were efficient offensively. They made some big shots. We let guys rise up and shoot over us, which is not the thing to do. And you know, I didn't think our post rebounded the way we needed to get our guys out so we could run the break. You know, and that was a problem for us. We never got any easy baskets pushing the basketball. Defensive rebounds, outlet it, push it, so we could get some easy baskets going the other way. But defensively, we didn't do what we needed to do. We made some huge mistakes offensively at critical times.
How disappointing is it to only get 2 points off the bench?
Well, as you know, the guys we played, I think Marshall played 11. I think Billy played 16. You know, Trey Bowman played 4 or 5 minutes. It is what it is. I'm not changing it right now. In the saying all that, if we defend a little bit, we're probably happy. So we scored 62 points. I thought 62 points coming into the game would be enough to win. But you have to defend a little bit better, and you have to. You know, that was it. You can't let him shoot 56% second half.
Cam said you told him, or someone told him 7 minutes before the game that he was going to start. Mm-hmm. Did you do that intentionally so he wouldn't think about it too much?
Yeah, I don't think he. It was like I told our guys all the time. It's not only who starts, it's who finishes the game, who plays the minutes. But I didn't want anybody to be, you know, laying there last night in bed thinking, okay, I'm going to get the start, whatever. You know, but I just like to, hey, you're going to go there tonight, you'll do fine. So that was on purpose.
A season high 28 threes. Was that an emphasis going into the game with Jeff out, or did it kind of play out like that?
Not at all. Probably took too many threes. We did take too many threes, but we had some drives and some kicks. The extra pass was important for us, and you know, we made some in the second half. They were good for us, but you know, that was really not what we wanted to do. Just happened.
Their last couple possessions, they scored on some drives and some screen rolls. When they stretch you out, is it tough once they get past that initial defense?
Well, we didn't finish pick and roll right. That's what I'm talking about, the focus. We downed them early. We had some problems with them, and then they changed a little bit. They had 10 use the ball screen instead of 4. And so we were supposed to hedge it or flat it, whichever either. Just keep the ball in front of you. Because you hedge it hard, then the big kid rolls and he gets an easy basket. So we talked about just flatten those and making him drive left, because he likes to drive right a little more than left. But, you know, again, it's ball containment. It's a ball screen, ball containment. You know, we've done it for 3 days now. We just didn't carry it over to the game and do what we needed to do.
Can you talk about Cam's performance? Did he do what you need him to do?
Yeah, I thought he came in, and I thought he started. I thought, you know, first half he didn't make many shots, but I thought second half he got us some rhythm. He made some baskets for us, and that was positive. That was all good stuff. I think he had 7 rebounds, so that was all fine. You know, we just didn't do some other things we needed to do. I thought, you know, again, bench points, whatever they are, I'm looking at the defensive end and rebounds.
Jeff is really your only shot blocker consistently. The guards seemed like they were getting to the bucket.
Yeah, and he was on the bench, you know, and block it, you know, and unfortunately we're not there with some other guys in terms of blocking shots. Or he would have come over, I'm sure, and blocked some of those things for us. But we didn't have that. You don't have it. You move on. You got to figure out another way to guard him.
For those 3 guards you've been rotating in, does a performance like this kind of have Cam emerge as the front leader, as the first guy?
Well, I mean, it's a good day for him. We'll go back to practice on Tuesday. We'll take tomorrow off and see what Jeff's status looks like, see if he can go on Thursday at Michigan State. If he can go, we'll try to work him. If he can't go, if they're going to hold him out again, our medical people, we'll play Cam probably against and see he had a good night tonight. And play the guys we have.
With Michigan's ability to shoot the 3,
Pardon me?
with Michigan's ability to shoot the 3, you guys are up 10, 8 minutes left. Were you comfortable with that lead?
No,
Considering their-
never comfortable with a lead. And that's what I said. We left guys. We didn't need to leave, and we didn't really push out on guys who. We want to make them drive the ball. We want to make them shoot 2s, not 3s, because they want 3s or layups. But we want them to drive in mid-range and stop. And we just didn't do it. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to sound like a broken record. We just didn't do what we were supposed to do.
With Jeff potentially out, how important is it for the kind of maybe bench guys to step up?
Well, it's important, but again, it's not just scoring; it's defense. And the last 7-8 minutes of the game, we had everybody that's played has been in there. I mean, it was all guys who play. It wasn't like we had guys who hadn't played and been in there, other than Cam a little bit. But other guys have played and they've been in there. We just didn't do it.
Did you see a big difference in Hardaway from the first time you played him till today?
Not really. A little more bouncy, maybe. A little more aggressive with the basketball. I think he's really developed as the year's gone on, and made a big 3 on the wing that was really crucial for him. And drove the ball a little bit, but he made 2 threes tonight. But he made the one on the wing, the left wing. I can remember it was really critical for him, and so he's a little more confident.
Did you sense that 3 maybe changed?
Yeah, that was a big shot for him. That was a really, really big shot for him. There were plays in the game. I thought, we offensively we did some goofy things that were really critical at critical times. We didn't get shots. We let them get out and score 3. Didn't get a shot. Let them get out and score 3. Those kind of things were really frustrating.
Michigan had that span where I think they hit 3 straight threes to kind of cut that deficit. How tough was it guarding them on the perimeter?
Well, you got to get your hands up. That's what's frustrating sitting here is you can't just have your hands down and watch a guy rise up and shoot. We talked about getting into them, getting our hands up and make them put the ball on the floor and do something that maybe they don't really want to do. Or if they want to do, let's put them out of, let's make them drive it and something else happens rather than just catch and shoot.
Taylor talked about lack of a sense of urgency. What does this do for the stretch run, and do you think that the seniors can sort of impart that to the young kids?
Well, we'll find out. I can't answer that sitting here today. We'll find out. We'll find out how much toughness we have. Tuesday we're going to get them off tomorrow, and we're going to keep grinding it out. And there's a lot of basketball. February is a big month, and we'll find out what we got. These kids will come to compete, and we just got to move on to the next game. Win or lose, you better move on to the next game.
How serious was Tim's injury for you?
Cut his head open. So I haven't got back there to the training room yet to find out if he's going to get stitched up, or I'm sure he probably needs something in his head. Get whacked in the back of the top of the head.
And just to be clear, was there any chance that Brooks was going to play today?
None.
And moving forward?
Don't know. I really don't know. He's made good progress since last week when he did the thing. They're happy with his progress. But that doesn't mean they're going to clear him for Thursday or next Sunday. It's something that you really have to take your time with, because if that thing comes out again, then he's
Same deal as going with a couple years ago.
yeah, well, it's different. It came out differently than Mel's, and Mel's was his left hand. This is his right hand. So this is his shooting hand. So you expose yourself more when you shoot the basketball. If you get bumped, your arm gets pulled the wrong way, and that thing comes out again, then then it's longer. It just ends up being a longer recovery time. So we want to make sure his strength is what it is, and that's what Dr. Ackerman and Dr. Sebastianelli have talked to me about. Is when his strength is where he needs to be strength-wise. When he puts his arm up, and there's a certain level of strength, and he can hold it back and protect himself, then we'll start to let him practice and start to do some things.